Time now for Home Team Help, presented by Lowe's. Thanks to our friends over there at Lowe's. Now, this is a segment that used to have a clear purpose.
Yeah.
And we were talking to Pete before the podcast.
We've lost that purpose.
We've lost that purpose. No, it's always been, it has been an underrated player. Now, Pete's mad at us here. It is an underrated player in a game. Now, it's not necessarily the home team.
Yeah.
And the Rams were not
but
the home team.
But it feels like the
here.
whole year we've kind of gone home team on this one. It does feel that way.
So but with that, we don't need to do that, though. So we're searching right here.
Pete's just admitting now that he might have up
no,
on
it's
this
all
one.
right. It's
but
all
I
right
think this
because
is better. I like
if
this.
you live in L.A., the Rams are your home team no matter where they play. And so this is your home team help.
Maybe
they
thought that since the Rams got gifted that Super Bowl appearance, that like the referee, like it was a hometown deal there.
Oh,
something
like no
like
matter
that.
where they
the
play
fix
now.
is in now.
Yeah, no
right?
matter where they
know.
play. Sure. No, it is a Pete's like, let's move on. No, it is a player in the game that you might not think is like the key player. It's like the under the radar player. We want to give them some props here, and we will do that. To Jared Verse, 5 tackles, 3 quarterback hits, including that game-ending 4th down hit to create that or cause that incompletion.
Right.
Rams holding on to win, a gutty win. It wasn't always pretty, but they beat the Saints by a touchdown.
Ugly game. I mean, a game where, again, the first half, the Saints controlled the football game. The problem is they were only up 6-0 going into halftime, where you felt like, wow, they clearly outplayed them. The Saints have been interesting ever since Riz took over as the head coach. Kamara, Taysom Hill have certainly had a way bigger role in the offense. Kamara, whether, hey, we're going to run the ball to him, right? We know they're always going to find some ways to pass the ball to him. Today was not one of those days. But Taysom Hill, that's to me the big thing since Dennis Allen got fired. It just feels like they're using him and moving him around on the offensive side of the ball a lot more. Now, he got hurt today, and I hope he's better. But, yeah, early on in the game, the first half, I wrote, it's Kamara and Hill show. That's all they're doing. And the Rams couldn't do anything on offense. And I don't know exactly what the Saints were doing on defense. It's one where I have to go back and watch the film a little bit. But as always, and I feel like I always say this almost every time the Rams are in this kind of game, I go, they're going to go in at half. They're going to look at the play chart. They're going to go, oh, they're playing like this. We got a theme here. We figured it out. Let me sit down for 15 minutes here and figure it out. McVay always figures it out. And then they come out in the first drive of the second half, and it's just like bing, bong, boom, 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 boom. Oh, we got it figured out now, and now we're a functioning offense. And it wasn't pretty. It was a struggle throughout the day, but they ride their stars. They ride Kyron, they ride Puka, and then they ride Cooper Kupp after that. And, gutsy win for them. Defense made some plays down the stretch, and they're just a tough football team. And with Matthew Stafford at quarterback, they're a tough out no matter who it is in these kind of close football games.
Well, here's something interesting, and maybe part of those adjustments that Sean McVay made. According to Next Gen Stats, Stafford used play action on half of his dropbacks against the Saints, his highest play action usage rate in a game in the Next Gen Stats era.
Wow. So it was more than half or right at half? Right around
half,
there?
Right at half, apparently.
Right at half. Yeah, that's a theme I definitely didn't pick up. And actually, I'm surprised to hear that because, the Rams they're a play-action team. Certainly. Maybe not as much as some of like the Lions or the 49ers. Because they have Matt Stafford, they rely on the drop-back pass game more that way. But I'm surprised to hear that was really a difference in the second half. They certainly got it going. They couldn't do anything in the first half. Their defense, as we talk about, the Rams, it's good. It's not great. They're well coached. They're young. Their front seven has some disruptors like we've talked about. Their secondary scares me, right? But if you're going to give me a team right now in the NFC West, I'm going to take the Rams as it looks right now.
Ooh.
I just trust them. I trust McVay. I trust Stafford. I trust those offensive weapons. I know the defense isn't great, but I do think they're well coached. And with a guy like Fisk and Jared Verse, they got a few playmakers there, but they're going to have to win a majority of their games with their offense.
They're still one game back of Seattle in the NFC West. Seattle, team we'll talk about here in just a second. And Sean McVay has now 76 career regular season wins. Where do you think that places him on the all-time Rams list? 76 regular season wins.
I'm going to just say John Robinson's the only one in front of him, so he's 2.
He just passed.
He passed John Robinson. Wow.
He is now number 1.
Wow.
All time for the Rams.
John Robinson, a legend, Rams coach, USC coach back in the day. My dad had a lot of had a lot of showdowns with those John Robinson Rams teams and Jim Everett and Flipper Anderson, and they were a fun team to watch back then.
And that was Lowe's home team help with a purpose. We brought it back home right there.
Yo, homies, thanks for watching. Yeah, it's time. The NFL season is here on Chris Simms Unbuttoned.
You can hit subscribe to get all the weekly picks, plus our Sunday recaps as the games are happening.
Oh, you know it. Nobody does that better than us. Thanks again for watching. Remember to subscribe. Peace out. We'll see you next time on Unbuttoned.